Hello and welcome to Tara's Daily Insight and the Open Door. My name is Mitchell. Thank you for taking time to watch these videos. It is Tuesday, June the 4th, 2013, and today is actually a number 16 day. So it's a pretty moving, shifting, and shaking day. It's the Tower card in Tarot. So let's see what card actually pops up. So do a little quick teaching of the tarot cards. Just pull one for today, less directed otherwise. And then I'll open the door. Actually, it's already open, but I'll go into the open door for you guys. And thank you for following, liking, subscribing to this YouTube channel and my Facebook page, and also checking out Team Spirit's daily posts, which usually coincides with the message from these videos. So all that being said, let me go ahead and pull the card for today. And it is 10 of Cups. Quite the opposite of the feel of energy from the Tower card, or the 16 day. So 10 starts the numbers off because it is actually a 1, which wraps back around. So from 0 or 1 up to 9, and then 10 goes back to 1. As you can see, this card has come up a few times. This is, in my reading, first of all, Cups, a very emotional, the cups are very emotional, matters of the heart, relationships, and things of that nature. They are the element water, which is kind of interesting with the fire there in the background. And you can see the cat and the dog lying next to each other. I've said it before in one of these videos. Those are two animals that typically people say shouldn't get along. I have a household full of them that they do get along quite well. So it's interesting how more and more of that nature and opposites are being attracted, or things that used to rub each other the wrong way are now connecting and fitting together like pieces of the puzzle. So this card is typically ultimate satisfaction, peace, comfort, the fat and happy card, just very relaxed and peaceful. Again, I'm being drawn to the symbol for man or male, the shield and sword over the fireplace, as well as the Pisces symbol, and then all the cups around, which is kind of cool too. So Spirit's just telling me today's a day with quite a few beginnings, things that are going to start up today. I believe yesterday was my was the Devil card, or was it the day before? Anyway, in the last couple of days we've had a lot of endings and freeing from things that are holding us down. So today is kind of starting new grooves, new patterns, new scripts. Once upon a time. So we're starting out brand new and fresh today, so it should feel good. And maybe today the 16 number is the shifting and the shaking and the moving has kind of already happened, because after that in the deck comes a Star card, which is about rebuilding and hope. So that's about beginnings too. So this kind of fits in with that. So enjoy your day filled with beginnings and new fresh starts. Stay warm. I don't know why I said that. So hold on, stay warm. I will shift now into the open door. Chat with you in just a moment. Well, good morning, and thank you for staying tuned in to the Open Door. I am Mitchell, and I just want to talk about something that happens to me quite often, and I thought about it a lot. I think I spoke about it too on our Blog Talk Radio show on Sunday nights, but a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, I'm just laying there before either the dogs have already been fed, or I'm just kind of laying there trying to get another 20-30 minutes of rest in. It's when I usually kind of meditate, and often when I wake up in the middle of the night, I will just feel my entire body kind of vibrating and shaking and jiggling just a little bit. It's subtle, it's all on the inside type of a feel. But anytime I check in with that, it's about kind of shifting and growing and changing, kind of upgrading DNA, kind of just raising my vibration. And what that translates for me and all my connections with the other side is that as I vibrate higher and higher in frequency, I'm able to hold more information, stay in a higher vibration, connect better to the other side, realize more about the universal laws, realize where I come from, who I am, part of source. So a lot of that. I always get the image that if all of who we truly are were to be put into the physical body we are in right now, it would literally just explode. So we're just a tiny fraction of what's out there that is part of us, which I believe is part of all that is. So we're just like a tiny little finger of a source that is out here doing this work. So I know that I'm vibrating a little bit higher and higher, and I know that's part of the fluctuations either in weight or in bloating or any of that kind of stuff, because I see myself up and down in a lot of that aspect. So all that being said, be gentle on yourself when you feel those subtle shifts and changes. Just realize, acknowledge them, and again, I come back to allowing that to wash through you. Yesterday, I got the image of standing as a giant wave came to me. And I said, I see the wave coming. This is all in my head, and I said, do I ride it in, or do I, let it just pass through me? And this was a moment of letting this giant wave of energy just wash through me. I stood tall, and it's just like it passed over and through me, around me, kind of consuming and covering me, but not moving or shifting or shaking me. So it was kind of a really cool experience. Again, all of this in my head, not seeing it outside. I speak a lot about that because as I was growing and learning, when I watched, the psychics and mediums on TV, I am in awe at how well they do. But I also know that I've seen many of the same ones live in person. And when I sit through a 2-hour show in person, and then I watch a 30-minute show, what I'm seeing on the TV is 30 minutes of their best stuff, and the editing is done such that it doesn't damage the integrity of it. The messages are still real in there, but we're missing a lot of the non-hits. So in other words, to get to the point where it's the person's son and they died from chest pain, there could have been an extra 2 to 3 minutes of feeling and kind of figuring out the puzzle that the psychic and the medium has. So it's very real, it's very true, but it's not as neat and tidy as you see on TV shows. So you have to always remind yourself that as you're practicing, as you're growing. If you listen to our Blog Talk Radio show on Sunday night, a lot of times we do come up with a name and a diagnosis or things like that, but there are a lot of times where we're working down the path to get to that ultimate confirmation, and it's how we do it that's important. I personally, don't ask a lot of questions. I try to say, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm feeling, give me the confirmation back. So for a lot of you who are working down this path as well, that's one of the things my teachers really taught me that stuck with me so well, because it continues to reinforce the integrity of being a psychic or a medium, and that is not fishing for answers, etc., etc. And I'm so fortunate to be working with a bunch of people that their integrity is so high, and it's real and it's honest. So I gotta say, I've never met what I would call a charlatan so far. So I'm really excited at that, and I think that's part of me staying in a high vibrational place. So you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I say to you, namaste.